What's really, really fun about working with this program and working with the entrepreneurs at MISO is because the program looks at our own immunity to change. And these entrepreneurs get so far in their business and they just kind of get stuck. And it's not about the business, it's not about external factors, it's internal factors and fears that keep them from moving forward. So it's so rewarding to watch them in this class get these ahas and go, oh, it really is me. And that means it's something they have the power to change.
This program took me from being a really overwhelmed individual, scared to move forward with my business, to an individual now that feels very confident and eager to move forward with my business. It gave me the skills to do that, and that's invaluable, and it's a big asset. And I'm really glad that I experienced that, because now I feel like the momentum and focus of my company will progress much faster, and it'll also do it in a way that I'll have a lot of confidence backing it so that it will be a success.
Probably the biggest thing for me was my actions were changing, but it was the belief behind why my actions should change. I think that was the biggest thing, because I could will myself to do about anything, but yet I spent a lot more time trying to figure out, like, okay, what are the core beliefs around this decision? What are the fears? What are my assumptions? Like, if I don't do this anymore, what might happen? That was a big thing we talked about. Like, if I don't do this anymore, what might fall apart in my life? And like actually unpacking that fear and saying, how real is it? And so I think that was huge for me. It freed me up to say, therefore my actions can change, because these are the things I want to work through.
It helps us kind of look at our behaviors and look at our assumptions and things and break those down into, well, what if we were to do something differently? And it is an opportunity for you within the safety of a group to kind of test those assumptions and see, will you fall flat on your face if you try something out? And in the end, probably not, but you get to test that within, it's kind of like jumping off a cliff, but you have a trampoline below, and you'll bounce back because you have the support of the peer group with you. So I absolutely would recommend that to anyone, just to be able to have that fear of falling, or test that fear of falling, and in the end you're still caught. So it's a safe place to see if the way you're doing business or the way you're comporting yourself is, if that's getting you to where you want to be, and if not, how can you change that to take yourself in a different direction in a safe way.
Improving my business was paramount, which affects me personally, and my personal life affects my business. And so getting introduced to coaching like that, to me it was just another stepping stone to having a successful business and creating a different life for myself.
I have discovered myself. I have discovered things that I never thought I would do, to now I'm at this stage of saying, like, oh my goodness, I can never believe that I did that, or I take the courage to really work on my goals, the goals I had in the beginning, to work on my personal problems. And now looking back and seeing the risks I took and the encouragement and the courage I had to overcome one of the issues I was working on, that is, I think that's all about the program. It's inspiring. It helps you focus and really reflect on your personal well-being.
It took me from a place where I was really stuck in, just this negative self-reflection, to a place where I was able to just, give myself the space to breathe, to really think about where I was at and where I wanted to go, and then able to formulate a strategic plan to move forward, instead of just being jumbled up and caught in my head.
It's been huge, I think, for me, for my business, and for me personally, just in really, you know, realizing that there's a lot of people in the same kind of place, and just realizing how you can let fears and inexperience with the unknown to stifle what you're trying to do, how it can just stop you from being able to kind of push through that and accomplish things even though you may know nothing about it, or even though it may seem very daunting and scary to begin with, but then you realize you kind of have just made those assumptions yourself. So, but it's been nice. It's been very freeing, I would say, in allowing me to just be confident in not only the work that I do, but in my interactions with people and in my interactions with my child. And
like having an issue with something, and always having this problem with something, and it gave me a different perspective on how to look at this thing and put it into an objective framework so I could internalize and analyze it and see for myself how I could take steps into addressing this issue that I had.
Watching them have these ahas and being able to move their businesses forward is magnificent. It's just the most beautiful thing to me. And that's why I do this work.